Hola, nerd amigos. It's Wednesday, so it's time for some Toolin and some drinking. So we're going to go back and we're going to recap what we did. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We did a piece in tribute to Adam West. So we went back and we did the original Batman logo from the TV show. So I got that finished up, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So there we go. The wall hanger's complete. Turned out pretty good. Can't say that I am displeased. I did something different on this one than I've done on the other ones. Is I put 2 rows of stitching. I did one down in this groove, and then I did one around the perimeter. Just trying to mix things up, just making things different. So one funny thing about this piece of art that's always got me about this logo is you have the cityscape down here of all these buildings. And apparently this is the world's largest street lamp. Really don't know what the story is on that, but this is finished up, and we'll get that up on the site at some point. Turned out pretty good. So second line of business is what we are sipping on tonight. So tonight we are drinking Island Wheat from Capital Brewery. Now, cool thing about this beer, 2 years ago we took a family vacation. Margaret and Nate and I and the Hurlburt family went to Wisconsin. And while we were there, of course, checking out a lot of the local brews as we do, came across this Island Wheat. But it wasn't the beer that we came across. It was a sign at a place called Washington Island. Washington Island is just off the shoreline of Wisconsin. So we took about a 45-minute ferry ride out to Washington Island. Met a guy out there who actually went to school here in Springfield, Missouri, which we thought that was, what are the odds of that? And proceeded to tell us about the island. Well, the wheat that they harvest only on Washington Island is what they use, or what Capital Brewing uses to brew this wheat beer. So it's kind of a unique thing, and it's a really good wheat beer. There's nothing really special about it, but it's really good, and it's got a neat little story. And for the fact that we've been there, whatever, makes it just a little bit more special. So that's what we're going to be sipping on tonight. So give you another look at this label. It's pretty neat. So now that order of business is out, tonight's project is something different. We are going to do a themed belt, which we are going to be featuring from time to time. If I can find a really cool buckle, I'm going to feature that buckle on a belt that has art to match. So tonight, as you can see, we're going to go back. We're going to do Batman again. So this is just a random art spattered all over of just the Batman logo. And we're just gonna cut and tool on this. This ought to be pretty fun. When I get the buckle in, it will match the rest of this artwork, which I think is going to be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do the awkward camera change, and we'll get to cutting.
Escobar keeps his numbers moving up. He now has a season-high 90 victories, 13 hits in his last 31 times up, and his batting average at 219. Way to go, Esky. He's a career 262 hitter. Southpaw brings the 0-1 pitch, a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Hosmer made a wonderful pick. Take a hit away from Ian Kinsler. Keep that threat down by Detroit in the bottom half of inning number 5. The 1-1 pitch on his hands, popped it up right side. This would be Kinsler, and he will make the
Cheers, y'all.
And it's very quickly 2 outs here in the 6th inning. But when the inning was over, Dan Dickerson, who's the outstanding broadcaster for the Tigers, he knocked on my window and looked out, and I reached my head out my window to hear what he had to say, and he said, Eric Hosmer is the best first baseman in the game. And I said, you got that right. I said, I was really surprised last year when he didn't win another Gold Glove, because we see him every day. We know how good he is. And he goes, his footwork around the bag is fantastic in that last play when he took a hit away from Kinsler on a bit of a wild throw by Moustakas, who did make a nice play because he was deep down that line and had a long throw that he had skipped. Hosmer is the best, and I think he should win another gold. There's a swing and a miss. And Gordon down, or actually even with the count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Southpaw, after walking the first battery base, has really been solid. He is now retired 6 straight. The pitch, Alex swings and hits it back to the mound, and Southpaw underhands to Cabrera. That does it for the Royals. 3 up, 3 down, bottom 6 to go. Royals 5, Tigers 1.
Have you seen what the Powerball jackpot is up to, America? Wouldn't you just love to see that number on one of those giant checks with your name on it? Well, the only way that's going to happen is if you play. You know what they say, time is money. And in this case, you're running out of time to win a whole lot of money. That's advice you can take to the bank. Literally.
It takes persistence and strength to be a true sports fan. The same applies in business. Running your own ain't easy, and you need a bank that's not a fair weather fan. We're the official bank of sports fans, and you're up to bat. Start at equitybank.com.
Hey, Royal fans, come big with your game tech and top them off with Margaritas Amigo Salsa. All natural, great tasting, and available in hot, medium, and mild. And made right here in KC since 1985. There's a party in every jar of Margaritas Amigos, so pick some up today.
Hey folks, all things Captain Johnny Venture talk to you about the pain game. When pain hits, use Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray for those hard-to-reach achy joints and muscles. And for all other aches and pain, apply Blue Emu Maximum Arthritis Pain Relief Cream. Forget about pain. Increase your gains with Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray and Maximum Arthritis Pain Relief Cream. It works fast, and you won't think. Available in stores nationwide. Remax agents do more for start to soul for more than 40 years. Legions of Royals fans have used a Remax agent when buying or selling their home. Remax, the official real estate partner of the Kansas City Royals. For being our South Plan player, Brian Spano from Lee Summers will receive 2 tickets to a future Royals game and a $10 reloadable Mine Sonic card. Don't forget to drive into a participating Greater Kansas City and St. Joseph Sonic Drive-In and register with the Sonic Slam inning. Bottom 6 we go, and it will be Alex Avila, Justin Upton, and Miguel Cabrera. Beginning for Kennedy with 3 tough hitters. Avila is responsible for the lone run. That was an opposite field home run in the 4th. Kennedy's first pitch, high fastball, ball 1. Ian is now at 74 pitches. Had to throw a few more than he wanted to in that 5th inning when he gave up an infield hit and a walk. And there is a good slider that clips the outside corner to even the count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Vila, good eye. He's 4th in the American League and on-base percentage at 44. He's had some injuries through the years, but health healthy this season. That's why he's having such a strong campaign, hitting .325. There's a ground ball to the right side, fielded by Merrifield. He throws it up, and one down. Vila's best season was 2011 before the concussions, before some of the leg and back problems that he's had. He hit .295 that year with 19 home runs. More of a middle-of-the-order guy, but he's back and healthy this year and coming back home after one season in Chicago. Now Kennedy facing Upton, who is 0 for 2, and Justin is 0 for 6 in the series. First pitch on the way is swung on full foul. Upton, a right-handed batter out of Norfolk, Virginia. His brother, Melvin. They both played in the major leagues, but his brother trying to find a regular job in the big leagues, and Justin is probably going to go to the All-Star game. Breaking ball hits the outside corner. That's been a good pitch for Kennedy tonight. Really sharp break to it. That's the kind of finish that Dave Island was talking about. They play him to select pole on the infield, shade him towards right in the outfield. And he blows a fastball right by Upton and strikes him out. 5 strikeouts for Kennedy tonight.
See if we can't get a better angle.
Been getting that late life on his fastball. That was a fastball right below the letters. And Upton late chasing it. Kennedy has always been a strikeout pitcher. Has 62 this year and a little more than 53.
See how that works.
Breaking ball misses outside ball one. But he's recorded a strikeout in all 252 career outings. The second longest streak to begin a career, trailing only Dave Price among active pitchers. Price at 259. Kennedy with the full line and pitch. Cabrera takes a little bit outside.
So those that are just joining us, we are doing a Batman themed belt. I've got a wicked sweet buckle I'm going to put with this, and we're just going to make just a Batman themed belt. It'll be a nice thick belt with just the Batman logo scattered all over it. And I see my man Hammer's online. Just in case you didn't see Hammer, drink a little Wisconsin beer tonight. Drinking some Capital wheat, or some island wheat from Capital. I keep calling it Capital, but anyway, Wisconsin beer here. Fantastic stuff.
Makes it 5-2. The Royals lead is now 3, and we'll be right back.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that Not Agency, your independent insurance agent, and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Visit Timmy Sinnott Not Agency in Ozark today. Online at not-not.com.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and soda. That'll be $35 after debit.
I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it? All right. Swipe it now. What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Your Bouncer Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Old Missouri Bank or visit oldmissouribank.com. Member FDIC. Wade's Automotive started in 1959. I started here in 1977. When people take their car to somebody's beer dealership, they're getting oversold on products. What we try to do is repair problem that comes in, I don't oversell it. I try to make sure it's safe and let them know what we find. When you come here, you're not a number. I want to know your car, and when you start coming here, I will know your car. I'll know your family's car. Wade's Automotive School at the corner of Grant and Kearney. Our phone number is 865-8124. Give me a call. I'd be glad to talk to you. If you believe that we need revival in America and in the power of corporate prayer, then meet us at Hammond's Field in Springfield, Missouri on July 28th and 29th from 6 to 10 p.m. each evening for praise and worship, powerful speakers, and prayer. Our speakers Friday night will be Jonathan Kahn and Matt Hartley. Saturday night there will be Matt Hartley and Greg Quinn, the visionary that God had bring this event to our area. Admission is free. Concessions will be available and the gates open at 5 o'clock. You do not want to miss this. I will see you. First from the Toolin Company, West Missouri.
We head to the seventh inning of play here in Detroit, Michigan at America Ballpark. The Royals with a 5-2 lead.
Brian asked if this is going to have all the Batman's gadgets on there. No, that's not a utility belt. This is just one that holds up your pants.
And then Lorenzo Cain here in the seventh inning. Merrifield 1 for 3, reached on an infield hit, stole second base, and then with the bases loaded, softball got Lorenzo Cain on a lineout. Ball in the dirt, goes to 1 ball and 1 strike while we have the time. Let's pause for station identification on the Royals Radio Network.
Get your Royals gear at On the Ball Sports in the Battlefield Mall. On the Ball Sports, where your inner sports fan is revealed. KICK-AM Springfield, K222-CTFM Springfield.
Since his walk to Jorge Bonifacio, softball has retired 7 straight and now gets Whit Merrifield on a ground ball back to the mound, off to the first base side. He reaches up, grabs it, and tosses him out for out number 1. Well, the Kansas City Steak Company has been a part of the fabric of Kansas City since 1932, providing great steaks for your backyard celebration. Order them for your weekend at kansascitysteaks.com. Bonifacio,
And also for the Royals fans that are out there listening to the Royals game tonight, because Cards game don't start till 8:45.
after 3 2/3 innings, gave up all 5 runs, and then there's another slow roller out towards second. Kinsler grabs it and throws out Bonifacio 2 out. Boy, softball, who is this guy? All of a sudden, he was called up on May 22nd, and he has been terrific. A 2.4 ERA coming into this one, and the Royals, with the exception of Lorenzo Cain, whose lineout with the bases loaded in the 4th, that was the only well-struck ball by Kansas City. Well, Perez had one too, a long fly to left, but nothing. Softball keeping them in the game. 2 out, nobody on. Cain 0 for 3. Every single Royal has been on base with the exception of Lorenzo and Jorge Soler, who was called up today when Chester Cuthbert placed on the disabled list. First pitch, strike 1. Softball comes back and misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Target at Warwick hails from Australia, and he played for the Perth Heat in the offseason. There's the pitch, and it is low and in. Of course, Australia below the equator. There's summer when it's our winter, so it's a really great opportunity for a guy to play football to go home, get some innings and work on his craft and get to spring training in time and press the grass. Here's the pitch. A swinging grounder foul wide of third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Royals and Tigers game 2 of this series. Detroit won last night 5-3. The Royals lead 5-2 here in the 7th. Softball's pitch is swung on, chopped past the mound for third base, and they got no chance, and Lorenzo will reach on the infield hit. It was chopped off the plate and rolled towards third. Softball broke as quickly as possible, but when he grabbed it with his bare hand near the line, he realized that he had no play at all. And Lorenzo is on for the first time, and you wonder if he might the running. He is 14 for 14 stealing bases this year.
So as you can see tonight, we are
Fourth infield hit of this game.
tooling a
One by Merrick,
Batman-themed belt.
one by Escobar.
I've got a pretty sweet buckle on the way,
How about a long drive by
and we're going to do quite a few of these
they finally get stopped.
these tooled belts.
He was pitching from the stretch.
I've got some pretty rad buckles. I want to put on some pretty rad belts. So
Game modest lead right now. And softball goes that way. I think Lorenzo wanted to see it throw. I mean, he was
start doing some of these.
not sure why softball threw over. You know, fans, you can crush home runs and dominate in your very own Derby competition in the official MajorLeagueBaseball.com Home Run Derby game on the App Store and Google Play. Download Home Run Derby for free today. Change of runs away from Hodge. 0-1. Royals have had a good month of June. The Tigers have not. The Royals 15-8 this month. Meantime, the Tigers have lost 13 of their last 18, but they have won 2 in a row. Coming back on KC, here's the pitch. Outside 2-0. The Royals with 5 runs on 9 hits. The Tigers with 2 runs on 4. So Hosmer with a favorable count. Kane edges away from the bag. Cabrera holding him on. Here's the pitch. Outside ball 3. So softball with a runner on, pitching a little bit differently than he did with nobody on, and he was able to retire, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nobody on. He actually retired 9 in a row, but the one was with the bases loaded, and that was a lineup by Kane. The 3-0 pitch. Hosmer swings and fouls it off. Thought the Royals might have the green light on. They did that with Salvador Perez up in the 4th inning, and Sal got a 3-0 fastball about thigh high away from him, and he blasted 451 feet into the left center field seats. And believe me, fans, that's a long way. They actually brought the fences in because the old ballpark dimensions were, National Park like. It's the pitch inside ball 4. So Royals have 2 on with 2 out. Boy, it would really be good if they could get an insurance run here. KC leads by 3. But Detroit with a little momentum after they belted home runs in the 4th and the 6th off Kennedy. Perez, the batter, he's had 2 solid at-bats. Once against Norris, where he blasted that 451-foot home run to left center field, and the other time a long fly out to left off a soft hold in the 5th. Warwick right now at 36 pitches. His first offering to Salvador is in there for strike 1. Kane is second, Hosmer at first, 2 out. Crowd kind of waiting for something to happen here. Perez come through. He's already driven in 2 at the home run and has 47 RBIs this year. The pitch. He swung and missed at a bad pitch. He was in the dirt. Count goes to 0-2. Salvy's very first home run came in this ballpark back in 2011 off the great Max Scherzer, now pitching for the Washington Nationals. Salvy steps out. Now back in. Takes that back foot in. Deep in the box. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Southpole's fastball won't dazzle you, but his command has been very good. He's been 89, 90, 91. 2 on, 2 out. Royals by 3. We're in the top half of inning number 7 in Detroit. The pitch, again in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know Southpole does not want to go full count because then the runners will be moving. Right now, 2 balls, 2 strikes to a dangerous batter. Perez with a deep inhale now and exhale. Swishes the lumber, readies himself, awaits the 2-2 pitch from the right-hander Warwick Southpole. And here it comes. Swung on and missed. And that is a strikeout in Southpole. It shakes his fist. As the Royals do not score, they lead 2, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here in Detroit, Kansas City 5, Detroit 2.
Telling you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. Straight talk, honest conversation. It's another way Edward Jones' 15,000 financial advisors make sense of investing. Visit Edward Jones Financial Advisors Marty Krebs in Overland Park, Sean Krager in Prairie Village, or Kurt Niebuhr in Olathe. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Presented by Metropolitan Community College and Education that Works. Sweet Baby Ray's Barbecue Sauce. The official barbecue sauce of the Kansas City Royals. The sauce is the boss. When you park at the parking spot, our friendly drivers get you from trunk to airport terminal faster. And the time you save parking with us, you can use to daydream about your Italian vacation, to practice talking with your hands, and to imagine how pizza will taste in its birthplace. Make a free reservation now at theparkingspot.com, and with the money you save, buy a triple gelato. Free reservations now at theparkingspot.com. The Parking Spot, we have airport parking covered. At Phillips 66, we think Pride might look a lot like our newly upgraded station. Okay, that's kind of a clunky metaphor, but we're not in the metaphor business. We're in the gas business. And our performance gas will lift you up like the wings of a giant screaming eagle. Again, not a great metaphor. Anyway, our new station features a clean new design and LED lighting, making it a mighty stallion of fuel and convenience. Sorry about that. Phillips 66, proud to be here. A popsicle on a hot summer day is like a cannonball into a pool of awesome. Popsicle, the original brand summertime treat. Whether it be minis, mystery middles, firecrackers, or licensed characters, Popsicle, Fudgesicle, Creamsicle is your go-to summertime favorite. Now in 26 different varieties. Pick up a box of your favorite Popsicle flavors today at your local grocery store. It's always summertime with Popsicle. Check out all the fun and varieties at popsicle.com.
The 7th inning stretch was brought to you by Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. Visit planetfitness.com to learn how to join for $10 a month. Here in Detroit, the Royals with a 5-2 lead, trying to take Game 2 of this 3-game series. And we've got the afternoon affair tomorrow. Junis throwing for KC, Michael Fulmer for Detroit. Dean Kennedy delivers first pitch curveball for strike 1 to Victor Martinez. He is 0 for 2 coming off that disabled list today. Last time he played was June 15th. He went 2 for 4 in the game, but he didn't feel well and had to come out. He was checked by the trainers, and they sent him out to the hospital where they discovered an irregular heartbeat. And as Denny told you, he was really scared because his family has a history of heart problems. His father passed away when Victor was very young, and his dad actually had 3 heart attacks. Kennedy's pitch is top foul. That will get back and out of play, 1-2. Great to see Victor back. He's just 7 hits shy of 2,000, and his excellent career has been marred by a lot of injuries. Hamstring, knees.
All right. With this cutting done, let's put some water on this, and then we'll get some Toolin started.
One by Avila, one by Cabrera. The We're gonna have a clubhouse roundtable discussion talk baseball. So a lot of the people will be there. In the building, they're gonna have a raffle, drinks, limited tickets available for just $150 each. And if you want to be involved, call 816-504-4150 to sign up today. That's the home run derby. First base. It's a big pick-me-up for Ian Kennedy. Watch party here. And that's your Royals turn to double play. McDouble sandwiches for only $1 at Kansas City Lawrence. And pays off. Bruce has had a lot of work today, a lot of smashes in the right corner. But he picked that one clean and got it to Whit Merrifield to turn it quickly. Montook is the batter. He fouls the first pitch back, strike one. And the ground out to short. Beginning to like this guy more and more. He was a good player at LSU, and as a freshman, he helped the Tigers. He just played a few games, had 185 at bats and batted 195. The pitch in there. 1-2. Coyotes Mix the Grill. Coyotes has 14 different lunch specials. Burgers, nachos, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, or salads. You choose only 5.
Let's do another awkward camera change.
From 11 to 4, Monday through Friday. Now that is pretty special.
Coyotes Mix the Grill, Northview and Maine and Nixa, and at coyotesmixthegrill.com. That's GRILLE.com. Winging it in Nixa since 2003.
The choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising. Your work injury puts your life on hold. You want to get the medical treatment you need, but the insurance company sent you to a doctor who doesn't listen to you, and every day you feel worse. I'm Darren Morrison of Morrison, Webster & Carlton. Call me at 1-800-560-0822 for a free consultation regarding your workers' compensation claim. Or find out everything you need to know at morrisonwebster.com. The insurance company has an attorney. It's time you got one, too.
Here on the next U.S. show, the Supreme Court has wrapped up its term with all the big news you could possibly want. Don't miss the next U.S. show. We'll take it from top to bottom with SCOTUS News. So be there.
Let's give that a shot.
We head to the 8th inning of play. The Royals with a 5-2 lead over Detroit.
My man Rick asked me if I make guitar straps. Well, as a matter of fact, I do.
Infielders, yeah, that was a bad World Series. But the more recent World Series you were talking about, '06, yeah, I think the Tigers and then going to the World Series. Soler is out at first. Play with Mustakas at second, and the Tigers Escobar. You're right, because they swept the October 21st, so a full week already. Made 3 errors in that. Donnie Bush in 1909 made 5 errors in that. He had 3 fingers of the glove did. The glove did. He may have. No, 3-finger Brown did. He was a pitcher. Yeah, he was, and a good one. He takes a strike. Now, what do you mean used to? Mordecai. Yeah. More what? Mordecai. More's the city. Yeah, you remember what Jack Buck used to say? What a great line. One strike on Escobar. Into the dirt. Catcher of Eagle that keeps. And choose any car on the aisle. Nation. One ball, one strike, 1 on, 1 out. Royals had a 5-0 lead at one time. Third inning is in the fourth. The game early. Ground ball foul. 1-2 on Escobar with Alex Gordon. Another nice crowd, nearly 30,000, but they obviously have been quiet. Their team really is. One ball, 2 strikes. Specializing in the infield hit, that's 5. And 2 for Escobar. First and third. 4 Alex Gordon. Alex singled to drive in a run in the third. Doubled in a run in the fourth. Last at bat thrown out by the pitcher.
You know, I don't know how often softball has been asked to throw 50-50. Many middle relievers
Woo!
are asked to go.
Well, that's good.
Plus, like he has, because he came on in the 4th inning, and here we are in the 8th.
Tigers will digs in looking for his 3rd hit of the game. The last year, Alex had 3
find out that you have some sort of themselves to do
Medicine Center in Manhattan. Your on the road. Thankfully, Cooper Tires has Cooper Tires made to last for thousands of miles and to help you safely get to where you need to go and back again. Our dedication to quality means we will count on Cooper. Information or to find a Cooper Tires dealer near you, visit CooperTire.com. Shopping today to shop our Royal clearance sale. Tigers, Wildcats, and more. Rally House and Kansas Antlers. Show your royal blue. 8 Kansas City locations. Online at rallyhouse.com. Minnesota leading by 4-0 count. He recorded a 1-2-3-8. His first pitch here was 1-2. Pitches in there, strike in the count is 1-1. We were talking about a doubleheader on Saturday. Royals and Twins. Axel and Berrios. One of the games. Which one we don't know. Managers will decide on their other. In the right field and a solid Santiago against Strom. So Friday night, 7:15, Saturday, 2 games. For the day portion of the doubleheader. And 7:35, which seems little pop-up in New York. Avila with a home run. Strikeout. Midnight doubleheader right in between the Friday night and the Sunday finale. Starters making a season debut. He's been earlier. And at the top of the fourth is still 3-0 to the Yanks on top of the White Sox. Houston now has an 8-5 lead over Oakland. On the third inning down in Texas tonight. George Springer led off the first with a home run for Houston. Sorry, his pitch to Avila is low ball. Meanwhile, Chris Davis has 2 homers tonight for the A's, including a 3-run shot, a solo shot, and a 3-run shot. That adds up to a grand slam. It doesn't quite work that way. 1-0 to the left-hand hitting Avila. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Toronto's lead over
Well, as you can tell, This, there's a close-up shot of me. Hey, this is going to be a pretty long and encompassing project, so I'm not going to make you sit through. This is probably at least another hour or so of tooling on this belt, but it's going to be totally worth it because it's going to come out really good. Even though it looks really simple, there is a lot of work going to be put into this belt, but I will make sure to post pictures, some progress pictures, and pictures obviously when we get done, and I will get this listed after the buckle comes in and it's all finished and whatnot. It's going to be super rad. I'm going to do it in the traditional black and yellow, just like, you know, the regular old Batman logo. But I think this is going to be a new thing, or these themed belts, and I can find some sweet buckles to match with these belts. They're going to be pretty cool. So a little recap: what we're drinking tonight was this Island Wheat from Capital Brewing. This some really good stuff, man. I'm really glad that we picked this up while we were there. Of course, there's a little story that's near and dear to our heart, just because we went to vacation out to Wisconsin a couple years ago, and saw where the wheat is grown out on Washington Island. But here's a little shot of what we got done on the Batman belt. It's coming together. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be totally worth it. So, again, we'll come to a close tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you didn't get a chance to watch live, obviously, you can always watch the replay. This is always one of the highlights of the week for me, just to kind of sit back and relax and do two of my favorite things, and to do them with you guys. And I appreciate you guys watching. So, I will not be doing live, doing the Toolin and Drinkin next Wednesday. We're going on vacation. Happy 4th of July, everybody. But I will possibly be going live from Boulevard Brewery. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. So, of course, pictures and whatnot going to be going on there. But so we'll be back on in 2 weeks. Big news coming. Big changes coming. Big announcements will be happening with that. So, everybody have a safe and enjoyable holiday, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks. And always remember to carry your fandom.